Hello, everybody. This is going to be, I think it's number 18. Yeah, I'm going to count it as one, even though there is so much done in here. And I'll show you my process, not showing you how I did it, but giving you, the steps I did. So this was a piece of cereal box, and I covered it up with on this side it's deli paper done on the jelly print, and on this side it's a jelly print as well, but it's just a normal paper, so it was like this color. So on the front I'm still debating, well, not debating really, I just have to do a closure, and I still haven't decided what I want to use to do the closure. And then I'm going to hang some little dangly things, and I might have to redo this. Now, I'm not very good at this, you guys. They really, and I might be using the wrong string too. I just bought this string, and I don't think it's a string. It breaks easily, so I think I should probably change it. But that's, that once I got the holes and everything, it was fine. And I would like to put the holes closer together here. I think they're too far apart. Maybe somebody could tell me if I'm right. I think they're too, because you see the line here, and this should all be here. So maybe I did put them too far apart. I don't know if I'm going to be messing with it on making too many holes and just ruining the whole thing. I'm not sure. I might just leave the holes where they are, but redo the string. So yeah, this is one of the deli papers that I did. And then I put some ribbons here that one of them I had gotten a normal ribbon, little cuts, and did it with dimensional paint. Like there's stickles and perfect pearls and some from plaid. And then here I have two little ribbons that are actually publicity to a store here in the nearby town. And for now I put this butterfly, but like I said, I'm not sure about the closure yet, so I'm going to be thinking about that. It might be a big button, and the elastic closure that they use. So what I did was, I'll show you from the very beginning what I used for paper. Let's see if I can find it here. I'm not sure if I have it close by, but it was an old school book of my kids. It actually had a hardcover as well too, but it's like normal paper, normal writing paper that they would use in school. And then I cut it down. So I got different pieces from this book as well too. What I cut down from here on, I'm using for another type of notebook. So that'll be reused. So I got this paper and I started spraying it, and even using the way you guys use the brushes. I use my perfect pearls, the powders, and the primary elements, and I use them in the same way. I put them all over the page, and then I squirt water. I wet the page first, and so I would come up with this type of effect here. And they're not all, this one here is the same. I don't care. This one here is the same. They're just sprayed right now. And this is the first step that I did. So I cut the paper and then I sprayed them. And we'll get back to that anyway. So I'll show you, should I show you the book? Well, then I got, I'll show you the steps that I did. Then I got the paper here, the deli paper that I did, and I just kind of cut them all in strips and borders, and I've done them with dimensional paints as well too. And I started stamping. So just opening up the pages and started stamping and stenciling, and stenciling as well too, to continue on other colors in the book. And so that's the way it went. And then I got stamped images and started coloring them, and started putting them throughout the book as well too. The journal, let's call it a journal. Some of the pages are going to be left very simple because of for the girls that they all like writing. So one of my nieces, these are for my nieces, by the way. One of my nieces is she's doing journalism, but she loves to write poems, and a very talented singer. I'll put her link down below. And you know, she's trying out this career as well too. So yeah, give her a look and tell her I told you to stop by. Some more stamped things and colored, and then more stamping. I love the way these borders look in here. See, this one's just done with the gold stickles. It was stamped first and then done with the gold stickles, which I really love doing on this deli paper. I love stamping it and then going over the design with perfect pearls, or no, liquid pearls, or this this gold stickles, or any type of stickles for that matter. More stamping. Yeah, so we're up to that. Then each signature, the front page, I you know, made it a little bit more special, but you'll see that now. These are other ones that I've done. They're basically, these are ones that I still have to continue in, possibly stamping and stenciling. I just want to go over them again and, you know, make sure that I could, you know, I'm done with the page. These are more, I love this one here. And this one's always done with liquid pearls. It was stamped first and then went over liquid pearls, black liquid pearls and copper. And that's another one. So in each of these folders, because I'm making 3 of them, I'm putting 3 signatures, and each signature has, I think, 5 pages, which would be 30 pages, a little, you know, booklet. And this is what I'm doing for each signature. I'm making it a more of a special page with these embellishments that I made using PBO Prisma colors. And I cut the die cut, the owl, and then I played around with the Prisma colors, and that's the way it came out. Hope you're seeing that good. So I'm going to show you this page by page, seeing it's a finished, well, almost finished journal, almost finished journal. And I continued on then, after doing all of that, which I showed, what I just showed you now, I continued on making the pages look pretty with these laces. And this idea, well, I have seen this idea, but recently I saw it on Let's Make a Mess, Dawn. And I just loved the way it looked when she turned the book like that. And, you know, it was, I don't want to fill this up too much. And some tags are still missing from this book, so I still have to figure out how I want to go about making the tags and inserting them here. Like I said, for this one is for the one that really likes to write, so I want to leave her as much space possible to write. I'm using a lot of you know, these beautiful deco art stencils. They're just gorgeous, you know, and always putting the laces and these little embellishments. There might go more on that. This one, I just really like this cage, and I put it here from a magazine. Doesn't really have magazine pictures in here. Like I said, I'm trying to leave, this is another one, the letter D for her name. And here's a little tag that I did that has, I had done nothing to this tag. I've just taken off the price, and it was like this, so I stamped this, I think it's a Tim Holtz stamp on it. Washi tape. She loves music, so put that in. I love this page. She loves animals. She loves cats. I think she has some type of lizard for a pet. I'm not sure what type it is exactly. I might be going back to these pages just to stencil something in, something, you know, bolder. This is the other page. This is the next signature that has the fairy, always done in that, with that method. This beautiful torn up deli paper. Just arrows. Some pages are really, you know, left simple in a certain way. Some just have a couple of things. You've got these stamps. And I'm using up a lot of stuff, you guys, especially because what I did was to go afterwards with stenciling and stamping. I'm using a lot of these, which I have in my house, and I have to use them up. So, you know, and I have no intentions of buying them anymore. If I do buy inks, I'm buying them permanent. I love these inks. Don't get me wrong, I do love them, but I prefer a permanent, so that way you don't have to worry. But yeah, they have to be used up. A lot of stuff I'm taking out, like the embellishments that I just showed you there. I'm taking them out and using these laces. I've had them in the house for years. I got to use stamps that I have. So, yeah, let's consider this. I guess number 18. If I'm wrong, I'll put, well, I'm going to put the number in the title anyways. Inspire, writer. I love this page. Let me put it down. I don't know why I'm holding it up. I guess because I wanted to make it closer. This is the next one, next signature. I love this little elephant. And I put this die cut that I was using as a stencil on these pages. And then at the end, I just stuck it here. You know, the color it was, I didn't care. Oops. Little ones, little houses again. I love these birds. These are in Deco Art stencils. They're just beautiful. More birds. You know, some things like I didn't do this on purpose, but it happened. Two pages of birds in, you know, one after another. But that's okay. It doesn't matter. But yeah, I do have to do, see this signature here, it's just moving too much. So I got to redo them again. You know what? While I am going to redo them, when I take everything out, I'm probably going to reinforce at least this middle page and the outside page of the signature, just to make sure, with washi tape, and then poke the holes again. Because it is pretty, you know, this paper has not really been touched with glues, with wet glues or anything. It's just been, apart from the very beginning when it was, you know, washed, kind of like that watercolor wash on it. It has been used with inks. So, you know, haven't used glues or anything on it. Apart these little things here that I've cut away. This one here, this little corner here was just a tryout. I got, in my last video of a little haul, I bought this beautiful, I call it rice paper. You guys call it mole paper. It's the one with the fibers, but it's decorated. And it's just gorgeous. So I did want to try a little piece with wax. Now, I'm not, you know, it's a nice texture and everything, but it was okay. I just tried this little corner. So while I had this corner, I just stuck it in here and, you know, use it up, get it out of the way. Then we've got these little pockets here once in a while. That this was deli paper. So what I did was the strip was already cut. I glue it to another piece of paper, cut it out, and then put it on here to reinforce it more, because you just can't use deli paper as a pocket like that. It's going to start ripping. Here I stenciled the feathers. See, like this I just did because I go back into you know, the journal and see, well, on this page, you know, I can put this or whatever. This is a really cool Andy Skinner stencil. This is also an Andy Skinner stencil, and I'm really proud of myself on how I formed a head around her. I have no intentions of doing hair on her or anything. And then I had these little strips bought for stickers from Tiger, and I used 2 of them in her eyes. I really thought that looked cool. And then the back, and then it closes like that. So that's the journal. And the other paper that I cut from this is this form here. So it was long like this, as long as the book itself, the workbook itself, you know, it was a school thing. And I even actually have pages here around me that I had used for underneath papers that had already writing on them because it was one of my kids. So this is what comes off when I cut the paper. It's pretty long. And then I'm cutting them in half. I'm folding them in half. And I think I'm going to form little notebooks out of these. And, you know, this is actually, when I washed the stencil, I washed it on here. And it gives us this really nice, you know, muted bird stencil. So I really like that. And I can do that, not on all the pages, but I will do it. I think I'm going to leave these just very simple. I'm not going to color them or anything. But I am tempted to do tea dyeing. Do you guys hear that bell in the background? Not a bell, whistle. I'll stay quiet a second. No, he's not doing it. Okay, so he has one of those little motorcycles that have the back on it. They're called little apes. There's the whistling. And he sells on the streets. It would be like an ice cream truck, but he sells the granitas with the little sweet buns for breakfast. And there's like it's like a slushy, and then they put whipping cream on top of it. It's to die for. And he sells ice cream too in the afternoon. So he does that. He goes around this area and then starts whistling, and the people know he's coming along. So you know they'll come out and pick, just like an ice cream truck. Here he's got one of those little motorcycles that have a back on it. It's really cute. So yeah, this is what I have been doing. So I have been. I want to do more of these. You know, and I just might do a video when I do these. I have to cut them up. And because I'm going to need more for the other 2 journals. And once I have those other 2 journals, like this was much longer than what I thought it was going to take, you guys. Really a lot. But thank you, Dawn, for your idea. I love this. I love this, you know, the way it looks. I was actually thinking that I should have black lace. I would like to, when you look at it like this, I would like to see maybe some white or black in here. So I might go back on, you know, like a page that doesn't have it and put a little strip on it. We'll see if I can do that. Like this one's missing. I can put something on this one if I wanted to. I didn't necessarily do every single page because then I think it would come out way too big. So yeah, the closure is going to have to be a nice sturdy elastic because I can see her using this. And yeah, I'm hoping to, you know, get these done before the end of September because my nieces came in August. After we just got, some company just left on Sunday, my cousin and her family. Beautiful visit, beautiful family. Was really, really happy to, you know, because I saw her last when I was still a teenager. So I really didn't, you know her. But yeah, really happy that they came down in Sicily. At the moment, they're still, you know, working their way up to Rome because that's where they're going to be getting their plane. And now we're expecting my brother. No, now we're expecting my aunt and another cousin of mine, aunt that I grew up with, and my cousin that I grew up with. So I'm really excited about this visit as well too. And then my brothers are coming in September. From the 15th and on, they're going to start arriving, my 3 brothers. And it's been since 2010, since the death of my dad, that we haven't been together, all 7 of us. So this is going to be a really exciting visit that, you know, we were like, when they came, it was very nice to be all together. But under those circumstances of my dad dying and, you know, and especially seeing my mom, you know, that is suffering that way. It was like I said, we did have fun, you know, being together, but it was under other circumstances. This time they're coming just because we want to be all together, and you know, really, really happy about that. So I will show you how I did these, and just for whoever's interested and maybe want to buy them and, you know, see the way they work. Like you can get this effect with such, you know, ease. It's so fun to play with and everything. And yeah, I really had fun playing with these, and I have them and I need to use them up. So for the other journals, I want to make the signatures the same, you know, have something like this on the signatures, and then, you know, so I'll do them on video. And that I'll be doing real soon because my other 2 journals, like this one, like they're missing very little now. So I can, you know, start putting them together and deciding what I want to put on each front of the signature. So that's about it, you guys, for this video. And that's why I haven't been around, because we've been really busy. And yeah, apart, you know, the normal everyday, you know, life stuff that it seems like it's a never-ending, you know, I would love to, you know, to have more time to do videos. But it is really a factor of also time for me as well too, because naturally I should be doing something else in the house, and because I'll fall behind, and then I don't want to do anything because I fell behind, and blah 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 blah. It's like when your room is really messy and you don't feel like crafting because there's such a big mess. And actually right now I just have the inks in front of me because I have to continue doing the other signatures, and once those are done I'm going to put them away and have more space here. But I'm actually pretty organized in this room. Plus I'm doing the little angels for my grandson's baptism, you know, the little gift we're going to give to the people that are invited to the baptism. So yeah, I'll show you guys that once I've put it all together, instead of just showing you the angel now, because it is going to look different after I'm done with it. And that's about it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and until the next time, goodbye.